That. Let's move on here on Super 6 and talk about the big focus this evening, which is on Zohran Mamdani, the next mayor, the touted mayor of New York City. He's become an international talking point from DC to Delhi. Zohran Mamdani is the Democrats' nominee after winning the New York primary, mayoral primary, and the deck seemed cleared for him to easily become the next mayor. And since then, some of his controversial comments have been going viral. Mamdani is 33 years old, a Muslim. He's the son of very famous filmmaker Mira Nair. Think Monsoon Wedding, think Namesake. Ugandan scholar Mahmood Mamdani is his father. His mother is Indian, and then his father is Ugandan. He's an American, raised in New York since he was 7 years old, true blue New Yorker, clearly. He's now defeated the candidate for the Democrats, defeating Andrew Cuomo in the primary. He got married this year to Syrian artist Rama Douaji. So why really has he been deemed controversial? Why is Mamdani making headlines? Not just because he's going to perhaps become the next New York mayor. Here's a look at what Mamdani has had to say on several issues of late. On Prime Minister Modi, he was asked whether if Prime Minister Modi comes to New York, he'd invite him, he'd go see him. He said no. He referred to Prime Minister Modi as a war criminal, compared him to Netanyahu. So it's clear what his stand is on Israel's action in Gaza. Mamdani said that Israel's military offensive is a genocide. So he's called what's happening in Gaza a genocide. US versus Iran and the recent military strikes. Mamdani said that US's military action on Iranian nuclear sites were unconstitutional. So it's very clear that he's made a lot of enemies with the kind of comments that he's made. And not just in America. India too, there's been quite a bit of talk about Mamdani. Actor, BJP MP Kangana Ranaut has slammed Zohran, calling him more Pakistani than Indian. Congress's Abhishek Manu Singhi has also said that Mamdani is essentially Pakistani PR. Trump, of course, is no fan of Mamdani for his views and his leanings. Let's run you through what really Mamdani stands for and why there's such a direct and rather clear opinion on him from the right wing.
Tonight, we made history. In the words of Nelson Mandela, it always seems impossible until it is done.
New York mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani's Democratic mayoral primary win has triggered deep political tremors, both in the United States and nearly 8,000 miles away in India. US President Donald Trump launched a furious attack on Zohran Mamdani, calling him 100% communist lunatic, and declared that him being on his way to becoming New York City mayor was ridiculous. MAGA supporters have been sharing edited pictures of the Statue of Liberty wearing a burqa after Mamdani won New York City's Democratic mayoral primary. From DC to Delhi, Zohran Mamdani has united both the ruling dispensation and the opposition in India. BJP MP Kangana Ranaut took a Hinduism jab at Mamdani, declaring that he sounds more Pakistani than Indian. The actor-turned-politician also shared an old video where Mamdani was raining anti-Hindu slogans.
Sat Sri Akal ji, my name is Zohran Mamdani. I am a candidate for New York State Assembly District 36, Astoria, Dipmar Steinway, Astoria Heights. I'm here today to protest against the BJP government in India and the demolition of the Babri Masjid and the attempt to build a mandir on top of the ruins of it.
Congress MP Abhishek Manu Singhi also echoed Kangana's opinion. He slammed 33-year-old Mamdani, stating that when Zohran Mamdani opens his mouth, Pakistan's PR team takes the day off.
भाइयों और बहनों, इस इलेक्शन में सिर्फ 20 दिन बचे हैं और चॉइस मेरे और एंड्रू कोमो के बीच में है.
While Zohran Mamdani has been cashing in on his Desi roots, his controversial comments on Prime Minister Modi.
My father, his family comes from Gujarat in India, and his family is Muslim, I'm Muslim. And Narendra Modi helped to orchestrate what was a mass slaughter of Muslims in Gujarat to the extent that we don't even believe there are Gujarati Muslims anymore. And when I tell someone that I am, it's a shock to them that is even the case.
And his hot takes on the Babri demolition and the Ram Mandir have earned him the tag of a foreign meddler pushing propaganda from the Indian right wing. Zohran Mamdani, son of Indian-American filmmaker Mira Nair, is a 33-year-old self-declared socialist who's backed by the Democratic Socialists of America party. His New York mayoral candidature is seen as crucial for the future of the Democratic Party. Bureau Report, India Today. So let's focus on that particular comment that Mamdani's made on Prime Minister Modi. He was asked essentially a question about whether if Prime Minister Modi comes to New York as mayor, he would be there to greet him, to welcome him, will he meet him? He says no. And then he speaks of the 2002 Gujarat riots. I want you to listen in particularly to exactly what he said on Prime Minister Modi.
My father, his family comes from Gujarat in India, and his family is Muslim, I'm Muslim. And Narendra Modi helped to orchestrate what was a mass slaughter of Muslims in Gujarat to the extent that we don't even believe there are Gujarati Muslims anymore. And when I tell someone that I am, it's a shock to them that is even the case. And this is someone who we should view in the same manner that we do Benjamin Netanyahu. This is a war criminal.
So you may think that because of that statement, the right wing in India doesn't like him, but that's not the case. Even in America, there's a lot of divided opinion on Mamdani. He's often been referred to as someone who's rather a radical. Donald Trump, the US president, who spent all of his life, who's a New Yorker essentially, has condemned the fact that Mamdani is going to be becoming the next mayor of New York City. He's had a very, very interesting trajectory as well. Someone who is essentially a rapper, the son of the acclaimed filmmaker Mira Nair. He's had a rapping career, then entered into politics, and now is known for his very, very radical views on certain subjects. Imagine he's referred to his own country's strikes on Iran as unconstitutional.